Crypto bull run, taking its own sweet time. When there's ever gonna move, portfolios are dripping red tonight. Feeling down our stormy in our minds. They say that buying red days can make us millionaires. One bullish cross is all we need. Sometimes trading this market ain't always what it claims to be. Bitcoin, I'll hide you. I'll forever DCA into you. I'll forever hodl you, Bitcoin.
I wait for someone to save. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. Don't you think for the people that testify back last company sooner than this? Don't you think for the people that testify back last company sooner than this? Don't you wish I would have been someone else? I wanna feel your gap without making a mess at you. Oh, won't you tell me something new? I wanna tell you something new. I wish you all the best I can, and I stop myself for a while. I'm staying fake, I don't believe the panic rises up in you. Why won't you tell me something new? Don't you think for the people that testify back last company sooner than this? Don't you think for the people that testify back last company sooner than this? Don't you wish I would have been someone else? I wanna feel your gap without making a mess at you. Why won't you tell me something new? I wanna tell you something new.
You just had to drop a stripper in there, didn't you? You just couldn't hold it. You just couldn't stand it. You're so cute. I couldn't help it. Not. Habib. You need a woman or something. I've been trying really hard. I chased them around the grocery store, but they just run away. Hey, Walmart is terrible. You ever think it might be your approach? Oh no, how it's terrible. You approach them looking like that. Oh my goodness. You're grinning from ear to ear with your eyes about to pop out. Oh my lord. I see why they run from you, Habib. Go wake Road Dog up. Oh shoot, we're a little bit late. Hey, come back for the hot babe. You do that, hot babe. So this ain't got a little cowbell. Oh shoot, hot mic. Dang it, hot babe. Always pushing them damn buttons.
Eat your greens. When you fight, but you do real clean. Then you come to the bed and you love real dirty. It's everybody sweater drops, you're real keen. Bring let me get your juiciest piece. Can't remember when I had to say please. The shops of the club never had no boundary. How's it gonna be? Wanna eat these centipedes? Where we gonna go? You're gonna eat these calories. Giving me a treat to refill these batteries. Then you only them on your knees. There's no better dream. Ooh, it's sneaking up on you. There's nothing you can do. There's things about the boo. Sneaking up on you, there's nothing you can do. There's things about the boom. I lose control when you do it like that. Ain't got you love when I go mad.
17 people. The only thing that's missing right now is just a little cowbell. Nothing like a little cowbell to make the world a brighter place. Looks like we need a little brightening up today. Sean, why is Habib over there looking at blow up dolls on Amazon? Take that tablet away from him. Are we ready to go? All right. You make sure the mic is on this time, right? All right. And a 1 and a 2.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
It's getting smoky in here. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dog. Looking at the crypto bubbles behind me, it might make you feel a little bit depressed in this season. We did talk about this. We've been talking about this for months. And just like October, it's a great month, right? It didn't feel like it all the time. There are ups and downs. And one of the things about December, you know, it's always rumored to be the up month, which we can't complain. It was good to us. It was good to us. But what the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh awayeth. And in crypto, we call that a correction, or a pullback. Sometimes we call it a reversal into the bear market. Some people may think that it feels like that right now, but it is not. It is not, my friend. And if you think that, oh, baby, in a few weeks, you're going to look back and saying, why'd they take off without me? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're on the eve of a good things happening. And I'm not saying that tomorrow, by any chance of the imagination, will be the magical day where the things just magically go up, but we're not far from it. And don't be shaken out, because this is part of the game right here. This part. We try to talk about that a lot. How this part of December you're gonna think and look and say, why am I in crypto? Helen, why are we getting crypto again? You're supposed to make money, crypto. What's up? Yeah, we at that point of the market right now, and it don't feel good right now for some people, especially heavy in altcoins, I guess. But hey, it will get better. Well, let's find out some reasons why here in just a few moments. First, I want to say hello to everybody hanging out here. 13 wonderful people. Oh crap, we lost some. Oh no. Was it because the turkey didn't show up? Let me come down here and see who all we got here. I saw this wonderful poem going on about a shark named Finn. Maybe I'll get a chance to come back and read that. Read it out loud, maybe. That looks like a cool use of AI right there. Cryptotropics, Brave Expanse, with his poeticness. Thank you very much. Dang sure helped my chat rate. 18 people, we got 5 of them back. Sean, lock the door. Don't let them leave this time. Habib, step up your game. Ahsoka Dino, how's it going? Chris Klein, hey, what's up, my man? Floki to the moon, Glittery Marshmallow 1982. 1981, my bad. Brackus Adventures, what's up? Road Glide, I'd still like your name. Wow, I got a lot of recovering to do here. Like the great white shark, wish I could be one of them. Just hang on, brother. Hang on. Takes a little while. You start growing up in the ranks. Your accumulations of the Bitcoin and select altcoins will grow. Especially if you do some spot margin. I'm just saying. Brackus Adventures, I got a fever and the only prescription is it cowbell? Because I can help you with the cowbell. Well, now that we got the preliminaries almost out of the way. How's it going, people? Let's talk a little turkey. Chris Klein, what's it going? Can we take a look at... That's box. I don't know why it always puts this box up when I'm trying to read this, right? But is that super chat? I haven't found it yet, but thank you very much. Appreciate that. A little behind here. Can we take a look at Caspa and XLM tonight? We sure can. Let me get the old scratch paper and pen out. Well, this is getting exciting. We got to take a look, of course, at Bitcoin earlier, do a little bit of news, but we got our first request here tonight for Caspa and XLM Stellar Lumens. Two very fine choices, I might add. Hey, there's Rob. Hey, Rob. Everybody say hello to Rob. Hey, Rob. Hey, Rob. How's it going, man? Glad to have you here. Saku. Ryan. Journey who? What? Yeah, I know. Huh? Joe from Trade Intuition. If you don't know Joe from Trade Intuition, go check him out. Fellow YouTuber. Teaches the good word of crypto and technical analysis. Another fine fellow to follow here on YouTube to help you to your road of riches and wealth, but be smart with it. What are you going to do with the money? What are you doing? What have you been doing with the money? You been taking any out, huh? Are we too busy chasing 1 minute flags to figure out what's going on in the bigger thing here? Are you paying off your debt? Are you getting out of debt? Get that monkey off your neck, baby. Be a free person. You have two choices in life. You can be a creditor, like a banker, or you can be a debtor, like a slave. And you got debtors and creditors. Which one are you? Crypto gives you to be on the positive side of that balance sheet there. They let you be your own bank, your own creditor, your own owner and possessor of assets, and that kind of makes the people in that whole debtor system, which that's what you got. The US dollar is nothing but a debt note. A debt note. It's on the flip side. It's not even real. It get crazy, y'all. Steve J, what up, my man? Brackets and inches, brave expanse, my bad there. Tommy at 2 liters, glad to have you here. Glad to have everybody here. OG1, what's up? Wishing you and all the DGens a happy new year and happy new year to all you guys. I will be streaming. I plan to stream. I don't know exactly. I assume the same time. I guess first I gotta discuss it with the wifey. Tell us something new, Roda. Well, everybody feeling bearish. It's not new, but we need to probably take a look at that and talk about it. Did I just hear the crowd roll peace chart? No, but I sure did start feeling like that for just a moment in time. I think it was all that smoke from the beginning of the show there from Habib. Habib is from the land of Kush. So he says. Tommy 2 liters, Brave Expanse. Strega, how's it going, Strega? Ryan K, by the way, you nailed it on Bully. Oh, did we? Well, we can always take a look at Bully. Add that one to the wall. Joe says my buddy got hacked. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh, I got the new. Oh no, I saw the cheap. Wait a minute. Super chat. Hey, Roguelide. Hey, $4.99. Thank you very much. Third super chat. Thank you very much, my friend. You know you can ask for coin requests and things like that and get special treatment and all that too, or whatever. I'm just saying. Another one popped up. Oh my gosh, Brave Expanse. Let's start the tipping at $5. God bless you guys. Honey, this YouTube thing might actually work. I'm so used to making 15 cents a stream. I'm just overwhelmed. That's just kind of crazy. Chris Klein, how's it going? Thank you very much, Roguelide. Thank you very much. We got that gets applause and appreciation and moon rockets and fireworks. That's only appropriate. We did like them both, right? Roguelide and yeah. And that was the first, if I'm reading this right, that's the first super chat. So thank you very much. That deserves a round of applause too. Mr. Mouse says, that's not smoke. That's vapor.
All right. Yes.
I will not split hairs with you, Mr. Mouse. You win on the technicality, sir. Can we also look at Popcat? Brave Expand says it's the end of the year. Time to tip people. That's made your year a little bit more enjoyable. Oh, thank you very much for that. Chris Klein says, what is up with XRP? Let's talk about, we'll talk about taking out the longs and shorts over and over again. XRP. Well, let's start looking at some stuff, man. Red day today, obviously. A little mixed bag on that month though, right? Let's do it a little bit different tonight. Well, are we really doing it different? I popped right in here on the 6-minute chart for Bitcoin. Here we are on the 6-minute. We got some wild action, right? I mean, last night at the stream, we were somewhere over here, and I think it was starting to look like it was trying to maybe do something. No, that was early this morning. I think we were over this area, and then anyway, she was hanging around this little area, and then she did the little dipty-doos. I bet that was fun. Oh man, I saw I saw these calls this morning, or something similar to that. Boom. What gets me is, you know, wanting to short bottoms. I guess you'd have to, you know, wait for confirmation on some of these ideas, and I'm very positive that there were also I'm very positive that there were also these guys here on very small time frames here, and with these ideas to the upside. But in reality, we didn't get either of those things right there, right? Because we're just kind of like we're in a messed up thing. If you start looking too on the smaller time frames, I mean, it's like AI when it hallucinates or something. Your vision starts getting skewed, I believe. It's really always best, but I do like to track stuff. I just watch stuff on the smaller time frames. I don't ever make my big opinions or try to figure out my moves based on these smaller time frames. I try to do it on the bigger ones and then zoom down. Right now, though, I mean, we can see that we've got a trend line that we seem to be respecting, and we connect a few dots here on the top of that trend line. We're getting a little squeeze, a little triangulation there. Smaller time frame here. My personal opinion is that we might range back up here a little bit, but it does look like we're on a slow burn to the downside a little bit. Let's do it a little different. Let's get away from this. Let's not do it all at once and rip the band-aid all at once. But we're still holding good levels when we're zooming out on them on the 4-hour chart now for Bitcoin. Get rid of indicators and just kind of pull the chart up here. The turkey head. The big turkey head's my way. I can't see what you're saying. Oops. So I'm watching this area that we've been at, the one that we've been wicking down to, all through here. This little green line is what I've got. Now, it's a Fibonacci area, and I'll admit it's a weak one. So but it's been holding. But it's from a weaker idea. It's like from a more recent Fibonacci pull, I believe, rather than the whole one. If that makes sense. In other words, there are stronger areas down here, and the people that are calling for lower numbers, I mean, there's arguments behind that. There are. The question, is it going to happen? Or if it does happen, how bad will it be? I can't see it being very terrible with the demand of Bitcoin. But I'm leaning more on just cycle experience going on right by saying that. But there are ways that these cycles play out a little different in this particular year than what we're normally used to. We got to keep that stuff in mind with this too, or you'll be left behind. I guess the what you should be asking yourself is kind of what I tried to talk to myself, not just to preach or anything, but to also talk to myself to try to keep myself in line, is as Bitcoin, as we're moving into this cycle, and there's less and less of this after this happening, and more bigger, huge money players that have billions of dollars, billions of dollars, looking especially for Bitcoin. I mean, altcoins will always get the trickle down effect, but Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin's, the prophecy is coming through. The prophecy is here. The prophecy unfoldeth before us for Bitcoin. You've already got aliens. Good Lord. Well, I guess he's coming next. There will be lots of games playing, and with the less liquidity that we got, and there's already more reports of this starting to come out now. People pulling their Bitcoin off exchanges. You're going to see a lot more desperation for Bitcoin as it becomes more rare. You're going to see a lot more fluctuations, and I really think that we might see some like we did in the early days with Bitcoin. If you kind of look at the chart history back around 2012, 2013. And even maybe early 2014, when the times I'm thinking about, relative to where we are now, but there can be some sizable fluctuations in there, percentage-wise, right? We got to have a plan that incorporates that and can withstand that. So if you are using leverage, I mean, if you're using like a small 5x, maybe 3 to 5x, even that little on Bitcoin, you're probably good. That should give you enough wiggle room to withstand any kind of drops that we might have down here to possibly 78. There's some arguments for that. I mean, the arguments are there that we can't have that. Let's come now to let's go to the monthly. Let's just do what we would do tomorrow. Let's do that today. I think TradingView, this chart even might be a day ahead of us anyway. Flipper on the old Christmas tree candles. The old Christmas tree candles. Not that it makes much of a difference. It does reveal the wick, the selling pressure that was here from 108 on down. Kind of like, lots of it. Going from candle bodies to candle bodies, we've got a trend line here, and if we were to come straight down to it, that would be about $79,000. That could make sense. Our monthly, this is the monthly chart. 9 moving average is hanging out here is just a little bit, well, 71,700, just a little under 72,000. You know, it can still rise up to catch up with this, even as that price comes down. Look at this cloud, though. Can you see the cloud? You see that little green spindly thing right over here, and how far it is from price action? And whew. Oh, I'm having difficulty sitting here right now. It's that's not the only big green thing. That's a good strong sign. Even if we were to come back down here to 78,000, if it were to do that, I'm not saying that's going to, but if it were, we'd still be a-okay. We're still in, oh man, that's just a retest of this breakout of this big ass trend line from all the crap that we've been in from the last 2 cycles. Well, this cycle and this one. So this cycle and a half, I would use to describe that. Look at this big cup and handle to the upside. Well, Christmas is over, so I'm coming back to the cool candles because I like them. It's normal when you get a breakout from a channel that you do come back and retest, or a breakout from a pattern that you do come back and retest those areas. Might we be doing it? I don't know. If we do, is it horrible? It shouldn't be if you plan for it, if you got a strategy that can think about it, and you might have to be thinking about it. I just like to wait for confirmations. Coming down to the 3-day, let's go back to the week. Go to the weekly. The weekly, we're at our 9 moving average, and that's a point of support right there, right? That's an area that we can kind of hope that we can just kind of hang around a little bit more, and then hey, and decide that, well, hey, maybe up there was a little bit more fun after all, and we can just carry on our merry way. Ichimoku kind of likes that idea. Have not been looking at these other indicators now on the monthly. This is what I wanted to point out, ironically. The monthly MACD, I know she is a little bit of a lagging indicator, especially the bigger time frames you get. I know. I mean, you know, she's a big girl. It takes her a little while. She waddles around, but gosh, she loves it. Well, she's our favorite ant. We like Ant MACD, right? She did the old duck lips, put that little fake move on us. Duck lipped on us. Looked like she was going to cross over, and she said, boo, fooled you suckers. And then we had the good rise out of Bitcoin right there. And she's still ready to rock and roll. She ain't ready to stop anytime soon. We're just getting started, baby. The fun is just about ready to get started. So that's what the monthly MACD is saying. And she's a party girl. Once you get her started, she's the cool ant that brings all the fun party toys, the fun beverages. Now, the weekly. Weekly's starting to give us a little bit of a hard time. We're going to have to talking to this weekly. She's showing some signs of weakness over here. I'm not really liking what I'm seeing there. I'm starting to second guess your loyalty, weekly. What's up with you? Getting a little slack here. I see that slacking off on the MACD. MACD trying to slip out the corner. You got to go to the bathroom or something? What's up, man? What are you trying to fake us out like she's known to do before? She is known to do that. We just saw evidence of that, where she can fake us out and then shoot up to the upside. This weekly MACD, she's a little bit more trickier than this monthly MACD. The monthly MACD's on her side. This weekly one, I don't know. She's trying to up to something. Catching on that 9 moving average. Maybe she do need to cool off. I don't know. What do you say? What do you say over here on the RSI? Do you need? I carefully dissect these angles. Oh, she may be cooling off now. Let us come down to the 3-day, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I've got a little channel idea that I'm drawn there because I look for things like that. I mean, as far as breakouts and ideas, we had all other kind of ideas we can play too, but it is the first point of confluence for ideas that I'd want to see that maybe Bitcoin could be holding from where she is right now. Awful worried, awful worried. Now on the daily, we are touching that green cloud, and I'm not really crazy about that. On the 3-day, we still got some wiggle room between us and this green cloud over here that you cannot see. Well, this guy. But you do already have your crossings of the MACD. So what we'll be going through over this next week or so, probably not going to be fun. Not going to be fun as we hope it would be. But we are at that point of the year where she can flip-flop and just decide, hey, it's fun again. All at once. Don't miss it. Some people might be thinking about, maybe selling a lot of their positions here and taking some profit, and you can do that, and maybe that works for you in your strategy. It's not a bad idea, not the worst idea. Kind of catching it back when it comes around 80,000. If it comes around 80,000, we are at that point in the market. Stochastic's buried down here at the bottom, just ready to be fired up and blast to the upside. They have already leveled out down here. We already got money flow in the green. It's all set to go. Ooh. We're set up for ignition. Gosh darn it, don't it feel bearish as F right now? And here we are on the daily, diving into that big old green pool right there, that big old Ichimoku cloud. We got some crossings over here. We lost our 50 moving average, man. 50, you were supposed to have been there for us on the daily, man. What was up with that? We were counting on you, 50. You let me down, man. Come on. You're supposed to stand up for a candle. You know what I'm saying? Candle can't get no love around here. Nor can a turkey. I'm just kidding. So we got these areas again, trend lines I'm looking for. Fibonacci areas we might be looking for, levels here we might be looking for. I don't think I took a fib on that, did I? I don't think that was a fib. I think that was a trend line. I think that's the bottom of this wick. We're in a range. We could be in a range of distribution. And as the price goes sideways here, you'll see these moving averages start to come up and cross and everything. And we can be looking for range, and a lot of range traders are looking for that idea too. Some are building up shorts, some are actually looking for longs here, since these are areas that we've bounced out before. We didn't hang down here very long. We got a multitude of ideas out here. How are you guys feeling? Are you long? Are you short? Do you think that we're head and shoulder topping out? Because we did reach some top areas. We did. The biggest thing that we just want to not forget was that 4 years ago we were right here. Let's zoom in. Four years ago we were on our markup phase. And we had some good demand for it. We had some good supply for it, but we got a lot more demand here for it with a lot less supply for it, but just a lot more games just to try to get more from unsuspecting Bitcoin holders trying to take advantage of this market up here. That might be scared out of the market so that they can get more of that Bitcoin. You're going to see a lot more scams, a lot more Bitcoin scams come out, I believe. Be careful with your Bitcoin. You want to make sure you lock that stuff up securely when you get it off the exchanges and get done playing with it. Put it on a safe wallet. Tangem is a good wallet. I do like that, but whether you use a ledger or whatever, somewhere a hardware wallet that is not actually connected to a device. Tangem uses an app in here, but this is your key. You're not It's secure. It's like a new technology that does that. But whatever it is, hardware wallet, even an old paper wallet, go OG school there. You know, make sure you get that secure because they will be coming after. We got AI to help scammers now. It's gonna get nasty. Let's come back to the chat. Let's see if I can get back on my program. So the question is, are we coming down in Bitcoin? And we might. We haven't really worked our way down lately. We've been hoping we'd find some support, and so far we've still in our same area, but we're slowly trickling. Brackets Adventures, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much. Fibs don't lie. I know. Those fibs are awesome. Chris Klein, thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. I really do appreciate all this. I wasn't expecting any of this at all. Thank you. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah. So Bitcoin, is she going to come down? I mean, you can argue that's a top pattern, right? I mean, we lost. If you're looking at that, if I were looking at our trend line strategy, what I do, I mean, we've just been tracking that little guy, and this is probably the big loss right here. Looks like the angles even respecting that one on the daily. I guess you could try to get a measured move out of this little guy if you wanted to, but I think your fibs and any previous areas of support to the left would be some good areas to look for. The only thing is they ain't none because we in price discovery, and that always translates into, well, that means she could come right back down here, couldn't it? She never did it. I'm not trying to freak you out. I'm just making, this is actually just a point. If you're like into pattern trading, you should understand this concept that if you get a breakout from like this one, and we didn't really come back to retest the breakout, I mean, it could still do it. It can. So I'm just, and they don't tell you that in pattern school. And maybe you need a different pattern school. You should always keep that, in my personal opinion, you should always keep what is played out behind in, because you're looking for the measure move for that to hit for your targets, right? And some of those ideas, right? I just see it's like we're always looking for the next new pattern. What's the pattern today on the 1 minute? What's the pattern right now? And we're always looking for that next new pattern, when sometimes we just need to remember where we came from. And I'm just saying, we got two things. That being the most bearish one that I could probably give you right now is for us to come back down to 60,000. Can't see that really happening, but trendline theory says that it is quite probable if we were just to do a straight drop right down now, we might hit 64,000. I'm just saying, we could wipe out all this mess right now. Boom. It could go along our merry way and still be fine because we didn't break this trajectory here. What we got here? Screw this guy. What's this? What's this idea, Batman? There's a little angleness going. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I see some respect for the angle, but for the main one that seemed to hold right here, we're below it, so that don't really help us out now, does it? Are we coming back into our channel? That one lends some support down to retesting at least the top of this guy. Looks kind of weird over here, doesn't it? On the daily, we took it on the bigger time frame. The angle should still basically be respected. We can move it up a little bit. We'll cheat. We'll go for the wicks. Cheaters. That make you feel better? 84,000? It's a little bit more realistic. Is this what you want to hear? Let's make us feel better. Is it coming down or not? Everything that I'm on, we got moving averages that look beautiful. Doesn't mean they can't be retested. We've already broken through the main five ones. Now we bring up my spare three, and this is why I have my spare three. They kind of give me some insights and where most people would see, oh my gosh, we're free falling. I do not know. I do not know how far that she can get away from that 200 moving average before she will snap back to it like a magnet. Sorry, Joe. That's just what people say. I don't agree with that either. What I'm looking for over here as far as moving averages goes, what's got me a little bit more concerned than what I was maybe a day or two ago. Now we're starting to get some confirmations that, well, this bounce back is, she's going to have to work for it a lot harder if, like here, even on the 4 hour, that 100 mover and average crosses over this 200 like it is doing right now. It's not actually doing it. It's like I'm holding on. I'm really trying. I'm bending over, man. I'm really trying. Give me your hand. Let me pull you up. And so she's not actually crossed. The thing it's got going for it is that the angles are not that. They're not that deep, and that's something that I also consider when I get these crossings. Now these are kamikazing down. They got a lot of volatility or a lot of velocity. I guess is the word I'm trying to say behind it. A lot of push behind them, but for the bigger ones over here, we're getting the effect of that. Usually, now sometimes what we can look for, what I found is when the 100 moving average crosses over the 200, and you are down on your luck with the altcoin situation that you are in, with the price levels that you are at, and you're like, oh my god, this looks horrible, and then look, we're going to get a cross up there, it's all over. A lot of times when that crosses, man, price will come back up, sometimes even touch that 100 moving average before dropping further, if it's going to drop further. So in these moments, if you are feeling scared, because I think right now Bitcoin being at $92,700 as we're talking right now, that some people are probably, this has got to be it, I want to bail. That's your choice. You can do that if that's your conviction. A lot of times when we are at bottoms or even local bottoms, we do get a little relief though, and can't say that happens 100% of the time, but if there is an area of resistance above that we recently broke through, like we tested here, broke through, we got a good chance to at least come back up there, and that might help you out of a current situation, especially maybe if you're, I don't know, if you got a perp trade that's in the red right now. Yeah, you might get some relief there, and that might help you lighten your load a little bit. You might even, like we said, even have it come back up here in this area, because they've been playing some funky games with us over the past, not just days, but also, or weeks, I guess, but also, I guess, in the last few days, especially today. Look at all that. Crazy, isn't it? Wouldn't you think? Let's see if we can go ahead and get over to our altcoins. It looks like we're trying to find some support here on Bitcoin on this 1 hour. 92. Did you catch here with the little line we drew? Sometimes, I know it's crazy, sometimes if I draw lines on the chart, the price don't jump over them, so I like to draw them. It's a magic turkey voodoo. Sometimes it can seem that way when you start getting into your trend lines. It's kind of crazy how well that it will respect what is done before, and when you match up, especially candle bodies. Amazing. So for anybody that's kind of ballsy, I actually think you might have on a 15-minute chart here. Looks like you're getting a nice little breakout trying to happen. Let's go to a smaller time frame, like the 1 minute now, and see if we got anything. That's kind of how I would work it. We got an idea up there on the 15. Now we can come down to the 1 minute and see if we got something. See, she's already broken out. Good sign. We've already got a trend started. Did you hear that? We already got a trend started. A little series of higher highs and higher lows. And now we got a little breakout going on here. Yeah, I bet if she comes back down here anywhere. And she might. We don't know if she's at a top. We don't know if she's at a top. She's at an area that might signal, if we want to guess. If she is right down here where we happen just to whimsically drew a line kind of matching up with this little area over here, which was the latest high. Or maybe even this area here where we're kind of stumbling around as we speak. Might be some areas to think about getting in. Might work. Let's zoom back out just a minute. We were on the 15, were we not? So we see that we're in a place where if we got a trade idea, we might be able to get in. Well, let's see if we got something good. You didn't already jump in, did you? We didn't talk about that yet. We hadn't made a plan yet. Would it be crazy if price came all the way back up here, just freaking everybody out? And they're like, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know if I'm long. I don't know if I'm short. I can't figure this stuff out anymore. This is just driving me crazy. I just want to... Even if you put your stop loss at 0.57%, where would that be down here? 92,000. Risk reward ratio for this target. Where we came from, where we fell from. 94,600-ish right there. That's a 4-to-1 risk reward ratio. Personally, I can't do it. I don't know. She looks like a good move, is all I'm trying to say. She looks like a good move. Don't even have to wait for it gets up that far. Swing hard to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. You think she'll get a hiccup right through here where our 618 is? I think we got a bite, ladies and gentlemen. I think we got a bite for a nice, more solid target to shoot for right there. What kind of gains you got? Here on Bitcoin, 1.28%. Multiply that by, do not say 100, please. Big 10%, 12%. Just on a respectable 10% play, and it could turn into something bigger. There's a minus. Am I talking turkey? Am I just talking this is just me looking at the chart saying, is there something here? If I were interested in getting into something, is there something there? And I think it might be something to look at. It might be. In the bigger picture of things, though, remember, we're kind of like, we might be seesawing our way down. So we are in a good area where we can get a bounce up. I don't know if she's going to stick just yet. We might have a very lackluster kind of questionable week ahead of us for all we know here. Because we got some various areas that we could be trying to retest. Let's don't forget. But I guess the real question is, how are altcoins looking and or how are they doing? And they're right here, total 3, man. We're at that area like, oh man, somebody's got to figure out something soon. You know, so this would be ideal stop loss territory. So a lot of people you should be sitting there thinking, even if you don't have a physical stop loss, this is a good place to be thinking about a mental stop loss. It just is. Thinking, making sure you're cool with that if that is necessary for your strategy there. Let's see. Let's take a look at that on a bigger chart. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like that I can't see the bigger picture is what I'm trying to say. Total 3 or others, they will have the same kind of price action mostly. They should be very, very similar and give you very similar results, although your mileage may vary. We lost our main trend line, and that's always why we have this little saying on my channel, like when you lose a major trend line, that's usually a good idea to try to start, thinking about doing something like paying yourself, making sure you're paying yourself. And we know, especially in a bullish market like we get a lot of good positive retest up here, and sometimes they even try to fake us out thinking, oh, it's just going to keep on going up, but then it doesn't. But it could give you areas that if you didn't get the tops, you can get parts of them. You could even fib that out and do it that way, such as like this, high to low. 786, always a good one to go with, and 618s, because we got to figure out what we're going to do there, right? Are we going to got this decision point? She gave her up. She came back down to this 0.027 and 0.414 area. I just make notes of those things, just saying. We are on a little bit of a down trend, and it may come back down, retest areas that we saw back in just a few weeks ago. We're on the 4-hour chart here. or possibly just a little lower as we get maybe a little final flush out here in the market. If we put on me magical fibs here, or me magical moving averages, this 360 here has a good chance to catch us. I would look for that one. That one makes sense to me too, because if I apply the fibs from this low to, I guess we gotta go this high here, we should have something there. Let me go to the actual high, and that should pull it up a little higher here. 618's been very well respected. Might be very well respected again at $908 billion from this market cap. So the drop may not be that severe. That would be cool. It just scare everybody out. If we find some support on that 360 moving average, that would be very beneficial as well. So we got two things saying, hey man, we got some support over here for all the people trying to look for a shoulder, head and shoulder to the downside, a top pattern, which I would not apply here. I'm sorry, price came down to formulate this. I see more and more YouTuber people picking that bad habit up, so I'm calling it out. I do not advocate for applying top patterns when you're, you know, at bottom places. Can I make that known? No wonder he's like, this pattern trading sucks. It don't ever work. Well, that might, maybe you got a bad teacher. Maybe they don't point that stuff out. Or worse, maybe they do it. If you get better results if you kind of zoom out and you see the overall things going on, because that's where the real money's at. I'm just saying, it really is. It gives you the bigger insight. You're kind of like in a helicopter zooming out, and you can see everybody where they are and what they're doing. But if you're zoomed in and you're right here in the bushes, and you don't know what the hell is going on all around you, do you? You don't know what direction you're headed in, do you? Get a bird's eye view. It helps. We may not know everything, but you know more than what you do if you're just right there on the forefront. We're just ranging out here. Let's see if we can find some support here and get some kind of bottoming structure. These areas over here should hold. If it doesn't, well, we got another little area down here corresponding with our 618. My friends, I think I need to get back on topic. I'm getting off the topic. We haven't even done the news. Breathe. Bugpick says, I cut all leverage trades and left my spot link alone. Link better not be gained below 19. Link is, we probably need to take a look at Link, because I've been looking at Link too. I'm like, do I need to do something with you, Link? Because you flirting at $20, at $20, she's at 20 right now. Going below that, I've got a mental stop loss below this now. Link actually does have a classical head and shoulders top pattern. If you're looking for the textbook head and shoulders pattern, yeah, we got a 618 target up here that was my call. You suck, Rhoda. I mean, hey, poo-poo doesn't poo-poo happens. It could have been a flag to the upside. This target will stay there, though. We just not got there. And then here we are. We lost it. We came back down and trusted the original trend line, and now we gave that up. Dang. All right. There goes the old throat. Okay. Let's clear this out, because I want to see this pattern. I mean, it is. So what's going on with the pattern, the magical pattern here? One thing that I would point out is that you also got this trend line. You're gonna always see me point out a trend line. We'll get to the pattern. Hold on. What does this tell you? Because that's what we could have been following this whole time, right? Connecting these dots, that would always, and she came back and retested. That's one of the first things that's important to me too. To me, if you were zooming out, we'd be looking also at this possibility, right? Megaphone pattern, gosh darn it, you see them everywhere like that cup and handy dude. I mean, it does apply. It really, I mean, you don't have to squint your eyes. That's kind of really what it does look like. And they break to the downside. That's what they're supposed to do. I'm just saying. That's just what they're supposed to do. Now, if we just look at this pattern alone, yeah, that fits my qualifications. I believe we got our neckline. That's pretty solid neckline right there. We got this shoulder over here lower than this shoulder. That one ticks my box. That's one of my confirmations. Like, oh, yep. I'm not going to argue as much on this one. And it does. It's got the earmarks there for head and shoulders to the downside, and that could, oh geez. And so I'm looking at, we lost this guy here, and we also lost this guy here, right? Can we get a retest? Can we come back up and regain some of that? Can we bounce off this 360, come back up before we start falling back over? 100's not close to 200 yet, but it's close. She looks like she's going to fumble around through here before any upside comes. But overall, I mean, she's doing the right things. So what I think I would be looking for is, I would stretch our levels of confirmation on this one. I would bring, and I'm getting picky about angles right now. It looks like at candle bodies to candle bodies. That looks good, I guess. I would bring it all the way back down to these wicks, and that looks like this is being respected. Right there, those wicks, and we are right there. So we are testing the boundaries. It is like, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. It's like we're right there. We're about to lose our last damn nerve and figure it out. So F around and find out what we're going to do with this trend line. If this one breaks, then and we start making candle closes beyond this, I will have to yield that you have one, head and shoulders. I can see that you have one. And if you flip-flop on me after doing that, I'm going to come and I'm going to find you. Be scared. That's all I gotta say. So, what the hell is this turkey talking about? How low can she go? Where are we at right now? Oh, we're also at a 0.5. Oh, baby. Well, let's grab your popcorn. Link is going to be the one to watch. Are you going to be the fake out of the year and be a busted head and shoulders top and fake everybody out bouncing off this area? Are you going to do that? Or are you going to drop down to around 14 or even $12.50, Link? Inquiring minds want to know. She's starting to show some signs of some bullish divergence here. I'm on the 4 hour from some of these other places, meaning that things are slowing down on her. Definitely slowing down on her. I mean, the only thing that we can say is if she loses this level, then we have to look here at $18. And that's just us retracing our steps here. Oh, Link. That's so crazy. I was going to ask where people are from tonight, and you guys are just saying where you're from. Wow. Cool. Hey, there's Brave Expanse. Where is everyone from? Let's get the chat rate up. Thank you, Brave Expanse. Thank you. Oh, that was very much appreciated. Where is everybody from? We got people from California. This is where you're at from Brave Expanse. Joe's here in Georgia. I'm in North Virginia. figure that one out. We got, is that Australia? MG Motorsport from Australia. Cool. Thank you so much. Oh, it should be kind of early for you guys, so we're being the night owls over here, but glad to have you here. That's cool. Wisconsin's where Glasshoppers from. Huh? Socotano, Florida. Oh, if I got top chat on, I thought I had live chat. Man, it always seems to do that. Let's see, I put out a little poll, so I just kind of see what you guys are interested in learning more about general overall, and now it just pinked out on me. Fibonacci secret, target secret seemed to be one of the bigger ones, and then followed in with close second with moving average strategies. Cool. Pattern alpha trading. I just want to buy, sell targets. Start reading the chat button. So many. Let me pull that up. I'm a boomer and I am kind of new to all this, people. So how does this work? So we got. Wow, I've never had this many super chats. I do appreciate that, guys. I guess I feel like we're just hanging out more than we are actually doing the TA. We got Roguelike. Does this show on the stream? It doesn't show. I don't think it lets me. Oh, here we go. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. See, I told you it's a boomer. We got Roguelike, and that's their third super chat. Awesome. And we got Brave Expanse, and that's the first super chat. Magnificent. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Holy crap, Joe, is that you too? I didn't see that one. See, they can slip by us, especially me. I start getting off my own little world. You put a chart in front of me, I can't stop. I fall down that rabbit hole. Thank you very much, my man. Well, you did not get the clap, so I want to give you the clap. The rumors are already out there. The turkey gave Joe the clap. That did not sound, no. Thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate that. That is cool. Chris Klein, $5. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I give everybody big fireworks here. I can't see for that little annoying box. Why do you put that on there, YouTube? Thank you for everything you do for this community. I appreciate you greatly. I appreciate you, Chris Klein. Thank you guys for just hanging out. Uh-oh. 28 beautiful people hanging out with me. Brackets Adventures, thank you very much. Fibs Don't Lie, I remember that one. Third super chat, Brackets. Awesome. Well, this has got to mean that you guys are starting to see the money start to come in and things, and that's awesome. I like to see that, seeing that the crypto and the market and things are starting to work in your favor, helping to make life a little bit better. What else we got? We got top chat and live chat. I think it automatically goes to top chat, and then I miss stuff. Bush on Parade says, I want the clap, but I settle for grabs. That's funny. That's funny. That was actually, that's. Let's give a shout out, though, for all the fan funding. I do appreciate that. I'm totally fan funded, I guess you'd say. Appreciation. Look, that's we will break out. I'll tell you, we'll just make it. It's got to be a party now, right? So we got to break out the dancing girls and the disco lights. It's that turkey clapper. Yeah. Bush on Parade says Kanukistan. Baba Yaz, how's it going, Baba Yaz? Sicario's deep in the woods castle on the left. Fact that the only castle on the left. In fact, the only castle on the left. MG Motorsport says it's 3:30 p.m. there, striking hot. Going to the lake for a swim after that. Awesome, man. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. Hey, Bug Pick. I guess technically you're not too far away from me. Colorado says Cryptotropics. Ryan K's in West Palm Beach, Florida. Wisco and Skatecrow from Cali. Well, guys, let's get. Oh my gosh, there was memberships too. Joe gave 5 memberships and Brave Expanse gave 5 memberships. That's awesome. We will be doing. I will be doing. This month especially, yeah. Making it that one of my main goals is to start putting doing some things. The chart school is what I plan on doing over there. Awesome. Well, let's get back and let's start looking at these charts, and we see it's. I mean that does qualify for a head and shoulders. She's not really. You could say that she hasn't really broke the neckline or broken to the downside yet, and she can. It can. In bullish markets, I mean, Thomas Wachowski himself talks. I want to go over this real quick too, just bring that up. There are busted patterns, and he talks about that stuff, and you can learn some stuff from watching, just going over some of those ideas. Does he mention? I'm trying to find. Yeah, busted patterns here, like busted ascending triangles and all this stuff. He talks about some of that stuff. It might be an interesting read for some of you nerds out there. You know who makes all the money is the rich nerds. I'm just saying. Sometimes it's good to be nerdy on some stuff. Get a little cowbell. I like what I'm seeing on some bullish divergence there. Let's hope it digs its teeth in. See if it'll stick. Let's take a look at Caspa. Good evening, Caspa. It's an hour in. Oh my gosh, you yapped. I yapped this whole time. We haven't even done the news. Jesus. It looks like somebody had a trade setup idea. Yeah, it looks like it's still okay though. It has not come down for my premise, I believe, since it's not written down here, is that our trend line here being support. And I believe yeah, I haven't moved it. I would like to think that I would say if it gets past this area, that then you could jump in, and that would be a more conservative. You know, you get past this area. I don't know. That's where I've got my entry at. So either maybe it was a flag to the upside. I'm not a flag to the upside type of person usually. A lot of people are taught that, though. I mean, people are taught that. They're taught to look for. I mean, this is kind of the bias for them. They're being trained to look for flags as a thing. That seems to be a YouTube internet thing. It doesn't always work out that good. Zooming out does it? So it got some fight here, Casper. I see this is a bottom. We're looking for this to be a bottom. Oh, I remember you. You were cheeky over here. Yeah, you were cheeky over here. You had a leg up. Oh, that kind of hurt. A little ache in the calf there. A little stiletto heel. High heel. This is why it's a late night show, ladies and gentlemen. You never know what the hell's going on over here. She spread it. Casper spread eagle. Casper's up. Casper's up. She's for the streets. That's... My bad. No, she's finding some support here. She just needs to get her life together, Casper. Get your act together. You're down at 11.5 cents. We had this conversation before, remember? Oh my God. Oh my God. We've got... Casper. Maybe we talked about this. I'm not, don't mean to nag. I'm not trying to nag. But Papa, I ain't your daddy, girl. I ain't your daddy. Listen. Whoa. I'm looking here. You're on the 4 hour now. I know. You ain't got your makeup on or anything like that. I kind of snuck in and everything. But hey, what the hell's going on over here? What is going on with you, Casper? You underneath the non-moving average? You're not supposed to be this way. You better than that. Come on. There's a cloud back over there, and it's getting kind of fed up with you right now and getting kind of thin and impatient. That little cloud going to start coming down, going to bring you down with it. And you need to just jump over. You need to past this little line you got set. Well, I knew I drew that line. I know I may have set the barriers for you, but that's just the goalpost you gotta get me on, Casper. I need to see you come over here. Go toward the green line. You need to turn around. You going the wrong way, girl. You're just going the wrong way. I'm just saying. I know what you're doing down here. You got this stiletto heel thing. Woo, baby. The olive oil feet. And I zoomed out. I saw them legs. We're not going to I'm not going to mean to shame you here on YouTube, but if it helps you to kind of turn things around and think about where you could be going with your life, you should do it, girl. I'm just saying. You don't have to be out here on the streets. Let's get away from the street. Listen to the turkey. Listen to the turkey. There's some signs this idea might stick. We got some nice little bullish divergence forming over here from some other lowish areas, and we'll take a look at it. This is forming up a little higher, and so we might be getting a nice little trigger kind of setup if we're looking at that. Here from candle bodies down to candle bodies, we've actually got this shape. And if we look on our indicators here, they like to, even if you look at the MACD or even the RSI is typically the one to go with. Well, they got more of this shape going to that side. So we got divergences between our indicators pointed out by this green line right there on the waves. And I guess now we go from being sad to seeing some things that look kind of sexy with Casper. But hey, girl, since you down here, hey, since you're down here, girl, I'm just saying, we down here together, right? Down about 11.5 cents, and I got some dollars over here that ain't doing nothing, and you got some coins over there that's just looking damn fine. Woo! What do you say? I'm sorry. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Road Dog Crypto. This looks like a good place to just to get in on Casper. This looks like a good place to, maybe if you want a DCA Casper. If she breaks this trend line, I mean, she's going to hell in a handbasket, and I'll de-own her, and I'll say lots of bad things about her. But so far, she's really not ever crossed the line. She likes to come close because she likes to push things on the edge. She's got it in her. You know what are you gonna do, right? You know, she may be a slow starter, but once you get her going, I mean, she get riled up, and I think she can definitely rock your world. Don't get me wrong, Casper. She's got the goods. Whew, she's been playing. Come on, Casper. Let's take a look at Stellar Lumens. 33 beautiful people hanging out with me. Looking at Stellar Lumens XLM. It's brought itself back from around 60. Looks like it's about $63 there. Not quite at my 64-cent target that I have marked, but close enough if you're counting for horseshoes, maybe? I don't know. Squeeze it. And we're back about half of that, 32 cents. Wow. 50%. If you bought up here, you'd be kind of pissed off. I would be. I'm like, why am I always buying the tops? Because they make it so exciting to buy those tops. That's when everybody's talking about it when it's on the tops. It's just a natural part of humanity, I guess. And there's more YouTube videos. There's more tweets. There's more just people talking about it in general. Hey, man, you see XLM? She's like, it's like 62 cents. Oh, I should get some, didn't I? She could go up to $5 is what they say. Well, that sounds like I'm getting it at a good price here. That's 62 cents. You get them? You get them, I believe you are. Well, there's a cup and handle to the upside. And here we are at 32. So, I can see those scenarios. And these are good places if you're in that situation to add to that bag. If you got conviction over it, it's a good project. She's a little bit of a slow mover until she gets to moving, and then we see what happens, right? And then you can't bitch about it anymore. Could it go to $3 or more? Probably. Will it? I'm not going to make that determination at this point in the market. I did not have enough information to see that. She needs the first to get above 79 cents to make the right part of what this might be a partial butt cheek, double butt cheek, double bottom pattern. We don't have enough information over here. We would hope that that's what it is. Makes a good little target though. 79 cents. Could you do it? Eventually, yeah, I think she will. Right now, she's got to figure out what direction she wants to go with because she's been feeling a little blue. And we got to see how low can she go. Just say, looking at the weekly, if we do not hold these areas that we're at, we do have this area about 20 cents. It could be coming into play. That would also be retesting this double bottom area. If you were playing live, looked at the double bottom. Well, this might be the retest of that. Sometimes they just got price, just got to come back and smack it back on the ass. That's just the way it's. That's the way the price likes to play. Just comes back and smacks it. Just trying to make you think of this stuff in a way that might stick in your hand a little bit. XLM. See what she can do. See what she can do. Not calling that she will definitely do that, but she can. She can. Take a look at Popcat. Popcat on Bible. Ooh, you Popcat, you 73 cents now. Dang, Popcat. Well, that kitty got so popular that I guess nobody wanted it anymore. What's up with that? This is the weekly. That doesn't really tell us. Let's get something. Let's go in. Let's go in for the gossip. I can tell you here on the weekly. I mean, overall, 9 has not crossed over the 21 moving average. That's hopeful. Looks like we might have breached a trend line. Let's go in and get some gossip. Let's go into the daily. Oh, there's a lot of gossip going on over here. Look at that shoulder, head and shoulder to the downside. Oh crap, I didn't do that. Oh, that's amazing. Well, what now? Line it up, line it up. Oh, dang. Carol, did you miss that? Oh, man. I had high hopes, actually, but I should have had high hopes for you. You'd bounce off of that. What's up? Oh, are we witnessing the play out of the megaphone type patterns? This one could be better. But you definitely is making a widening channel. Oh, if you want to get all picky about it and get to the actual angles. What's the angles? That sounds like somebody on here. That idea is perfectly valid. So many. There's... Man, if you got your valid number of touches, and try to avoid cutting through candles as a general rule so that you won't make a bad habit of it, but sometimes you can see some other ideas if you play with those. Don't make a bad habit. Always a good habit to take into account the outer trend line, so whatever you're looking at, right? We'll lighten her up though. But yeah, you can play that channel. But anyway, we broke it. We came back into it, retested it, said, ain't happening, girl. We can slam you down. And you took it to heart. And now you might be on a full-fledged bear flag. Could be. Your stochastics are bottomed down here. What's up with that? Stochastics buried down here in buy territory. Rule of the game is here on the daily time frame, or on any time frame technically, is that once those stochastics cross that 30% area, well, that's your official buy signal. that is how your bots, or a lot of bots are going to be trained. But of course, they're all always custom settable, but that's the general rules of the game here. That's why this one's set at 30%, or the indicator set there. That's the rules of the game. We're just hanging around that area. We've already crossed the signal line. We might be doing something. Are you doing something? Looks to me like you're in the channel. You got some work to do here, Popcat. I ain't saying that, but let's see if we got we got some divergence there on that RSI, if you notice that. I'm just kind of zooming out, but this is coming swinging down that way, and overall we're going up this way. I wouldn't be surprised, given this point in the market that we're in, if we do some kind of fake out. That could happen. We don't have enough history here to get our bigger moving averages into play. They have to come in here later. Smaller time frames, like the 4 hour for Popcat. We're going to take a fib from the swing low to swing high. 786. I like that. We just get rid of the lines, or most of the lines, just so that they don't give a bias. Let's just follow this one. Could we say from candle body to candle wicks? And that would probably engulf this. Would that incorporate a new idea? But could we stretch the truth? It can. Get some wiggle room, however it makes you feel better, but you still got this main area, which is going to be resistance regardless. To me, I think that's the right angle to go with what we got here. The more touches, the more solid that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have it didn't catch us, but it sure ain't letting us back in. It's a trap. It might be. I don't know. Tablet, you're not working anymore. I would like to see something like that happen. It's not uncommon for us to come back and retest these bigger moving averages like that. Let's take a look at XRP. Smaller time frames. What are you doing? She's just going steady in accumulation. At worst, if she comes down, do we get our down target for Popcat if she loses this area? I mean, we could take the measured move. You wouldn't like to see that. It would be in the negative territory, so mathematically that can't work. Look, shoulder, head, and shoulder to the down. That you can play that idea. I would have been looking again at losing major trend lines, and especially noticing these ideas. Retest. I would look for 46 cents if this area at 73 doesn't hold. Will there be a scare in the altcoin markets? I guess that's a question we should be asking ourselves. Is there going to be a scary dip down, a big sellout or something? There might be. XRP looks like she's about to cross the 100 over the 200. Now that will flip-flop all these the main moving averages there. And that would like flip our ribbon, and that should mean that maybe this area will not hold for XRP. Sad to say. We hope that it will. This is our 382 Fibonacci, about an area that I'm hoping that will hold because of bounce from here. Is a sign of a nice big strong move, so I do see, and that does give us a target up here about 420, 430, about 430. This target right here. That idea is still in play until this area, that little green line, $2.02, is broken through. But if it gets broken through, we can be looking at another animal, and that sucks. And let's see if we can figure out that animal, or at least draw that animal out here. Where did I take that from? So as she comes down further, it might be looking at 144, or even down here 105. We no longer need this big trend line. Or that one. But we hope we'll find a new area that will catch us support, and we'll get a new angle, a new, more mature angle. This will actually be a wave. So this would be our high, and this would be our higher low, and then move on to a bigger high. That's what we really, really want. And this is still a good area for that to catch, especially at this point in the market. It is. So no confirmation that we're coming down here yet. We're just at that point to where, oh my God, is it going to happen or is it not? And this is kind of when you just gotta, sometimes you just gotta chill and, you know, be ready to have your line in the sand drawn. And when it comes, but I'm not saying that we're breaking those areas just quite yet to confirm it for me. We could still get a little rise up, and that might help people a little better. If you wanted to look at something, I mean, you had this. From these candle bodies, well, that's actually down here. Look, a shoulder heading, whatever. I think actually something like, or you could just go horizontal levels, horizontal levels. That should be the very first thing that that you learn is your horizontal levels, support, resistance. And see that she comes down here and comes back down here again, and then finally loses it. I mean, great place to put a stop loss. Let's move on to no, we're out of my list, except for Bully. Let's go take a look at Bully. Is this Dodos the Bully? Oh, Mexi. It's like I looked at it here. Trying to bottom here. I guess that's the only place I remember seeing it. Bowling. Looks like we still got to target about 11 cents if we can get out of this channel. Looks like it's trying to. Nice rounding shape coming up here to retest this area. Should be about 6.7 cents there. And if she can get past that, maybe we can do some more upside. Green or the red cloud there's, that's good to be kind of going toward the middle of that. That's a good sign. Well, now that my little chat tablet gave out, let's come back over here. Oh crap, we got more. Wow. I'll provide a goodbye. SNS on Solana. Thank you, Incredible. SNS. Jermaine. I just sat down to eat a chicken dinner and it just felt wrong. But I can slide on the turkey. I can slide on the chicken, but not on the turkey. Is that turkey? Is that the turkey's free? Let the turkeys live. Bowdruckers. Oh no. Let me back up here. Okay, I remember seeing the memberships, which I thought was awesome. Memberships were gifted in there. Everything is to the upside with that guy. Oh, if he were a pull string doll, that would be one of his phrases. That's an interesting way. That's funny. BMG Motorsport got a membership. Awesome. Nice drawing. Oh, here's what we were talking about. Caspa. Need the poop emoji there, I think. Caspa been trolling again. Chris Clown says she stomped on my heart with stiletto shoes. Caspa going to turn into Casper soon. Man, the meme coins on Caspa have, man, they about fell off. Scario says, watch cat puts Caspa off the table. I don't know what cat is. I think Caspa would be fine, but this is part of the pain that you get when you have so many freaking coins in your project. There's too many freaking coins. When you get 40, I think it's 40 billion if I'm right. I mean, you can look to things like XRP and probably Cardano and XLM for how that they finally, all the stuff that they had to go through their price movements, and expect something similar for Caspa. Takes a while, and then it will start testing your patience eventually. I mean, it's one you got to be convinced about, I believe. Caspa's on meme pushed it off the table. Patriot Cannon says, I got too many Caspa memes. The ones I have just and I think Conan's the one that really took a beating out of the ones I got. Well, I looked at Casper today and I was like, oh, I guess that one did take a beating too. It was doing good a little bit before Halloween was its heyday, but you know, the hype comes and goes on a lot of these things. Incredible says people get too caught up in the narrative. That's very true. Caspa's better than Bitcoin. No, it's not. It's garbage. Just like, I wouldn't say it's garbage. I think it's got its value. It's just that value will have to develop, and if they start building on it, like I'm thinking stable coins, they get a stable coin over there, that will help them out a lot, and actually start building for the chain. That's what they need to do. I mean, it looked like they're going in the right direction with meme coins, but you know, I mean, a lot of that was that did not help that Caspa. That would let a lot of money leave Caspa. But I still like it. It's still one of my plays, and I still got a lot of hope for Caspa. First it was popcorn, now there's Butthole Coin trending on X. I can't even laugh. It's a late night show. Are we really doing this? Spark Coin on Mexi. Look, the cheeks are spread as we speak. And I've looked at this before. I hate to admit that, but clearly I cannot deny it now. Oh snap, my YouTube thing. What happened? Are we still live? I think we're still live. I lost the chat. Okay, I think we're still good. Rising Sun says Schwartz printing. There's a lot of red over here, man. Fard coin. What is total 3, man? She looks like she can. This line that I've got, which is, yeah, it's not the greatest. It's the bottom of a mega, but it was a major trend line, and she's flirting. Depending on how well that I've got it drawn, and I'm not convinced that I've got it accurately in there, but she's getting closer to printing some solid candles underneath there on the daily chart. So I mean, she's been holding up well here. Been wicked down here. Is not uncommon to see it bounce right back up. So it's not totally out of the woods. I mean, Bitcoin dominance is still. Did we take a look at Bitcoin dominance tonight? thought we did. Oh hell, Ethel, she's starting to break out. Altcoins are going. Oh, jeez. Here on the 4-hour, Bitcoin dominance looks like this rising wedge to the downside. Don't want to go to the downside anymore. Looks like it still wants to be bullish, kind of like what is that the moving averages have been saying on the bigger time frames this whole time that this is bullish. I hope I conveyed that enough that I'm not quite sold that this is the altcoin season. I hope so, but gosh. Bitcoin dominance is bullish as all get out for it to be dropping down like we need it to be. It don't want to do it. So it looks like we're catching ground here. If we are, maybe we got enough information to, because a rising wedge is really nothing but just part of a channel. Oh crap, he's talking channels again. I'm unsubbing. I want to see how it develops. And once we can kind of narrow in on it. Oh, snap. We got 2 touches right over here. I know it didn't do good over here on that one, but geez. I'm big on angles. I just am. Touches the wick, top of the wicks there, touches the top of the wicks there. I like that. It tells me that my target up here at, what is it? Oh, 60%. Oh, that's our 618. That's not a target. Well, it kind of is a target, but that we'd be headed back there. Now, will we get rejected there again? If any rejection is what we need for altcoins. Otherwise, the more this goes up, I mean, our altcoins are just like, they're the back seat. The only thing that's going to pop off are going to be little niches where people are basically going to be gambling, and that's where we're going to see whether it's AI agents or AI meme coin or whatever niche that whatever gets hot. Kind of, we'll have a little rotation of some sorts, but the whole market's going to hurt. We're like total 3, so total 3 looking like she'd be losing some ground here, flipping the ribbon. It's going to be an interesting couple of weeks. Four and 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, and back in, I think we did this back in December, end of December. We did go sideways, and we don't have to mimic this to the week or even to the. We don't have to mimic it at all, really. But a lot of times we do have something similar. We did have a big pullback, and it was more like at the last of December. We pulled back with altcoins here on Total 3. We went sideways. It was up and down, but mostly green candles, doing pretty good. It was also holding the 50 moving average. It was where it wicked below it and touched the 100, where it finally gained its ground, and then it started doing better. Still with big pullbacks. In January, we had pullbacks. And then toward the end of January, right in February, altcoins just took off 2021. And I think BitBoy had some kind of fairy costume, or was it? What do you have to do? Angel. This is Angel. A Valentine's Day costume thing. I'll remember that. Let's go check out the news and see if Layer GG's got some good alpha for us. We need to get back on topic. Sean, can you take us to the newsroom, please? That was pretty good, Sean. Why do you try? You tried to put the words on the screen so I can read them. Bitcoin exhibiting coupling with the NASDAQ index. Bitcoin also declined in tandem and reached a new low of $91.5 thousand. Yay! Now we get to start watching the NASDAQ. Yay! One more thing to add to our little list to follow. Yay! All right, Tether's Bitcoin reserve is added 7,629 Bitcoin, about 752 million after 9 months of inactivity. AI16Z broke its all-time high for the second day in a row, surpassing 1.7 and reaching a market cap of 1.8 billion. AI16Z considers launching its own Layer 1 network as part of Tokenomics overhaul. Oh boy. MicroStrategy purchased an additional 2,138 Bitcoin worth about $209 million at an average price of $97,837. Hey, congratulations, Michael. That's actually better than what you did last time, right? Crypto.com. And thank you for doing it, Michael. He's what we would do without Michael saying that. Binance has announced the third project on Binance Megadrop. Crypto.com has announced a partnership with Dubai Islamic Bank and the UAE's largest Islamist bank. With this, Crypto.com hopes to expand its business into the UAE and the wider GCC region. Okay, now you're getting acronyms that I don't know what GCC is. What's the news, old man? The Hyperfluid Foundation has announced the launch of Hype staking on the mainnet. Zeus announced that Bitcoin liquidity terminal Apollo has launched on Solana, boosting permissionless ZBTC. Polkadot released its 20,025 roadmap, and this includes smart contracts, a unified address formats, fast unstaking, and universal gas tokens, and more. Well, that's interesting. Polkadot. Is there hope for Polkadot? There's a little bit of hype for Polkadot. Nansen, CEO, once again commented on NSN points. The NSN points program was first announced in September, and the details and rewards will be revealed in 2025. CTs are looking forward to the NSN token. Give that a little repost and a little like there for Larry GG. Sean, take us back. Sean. Oh, for the love of God, Sean.
For those of you out there that hit that like button, I trust the point. Thank you very much.
Let's see. Let's get our chat over here. Still leaning toward the Fibonacci secrets. Brave expands. Gandalf's experience and mastery of magic fire might give him an upper hand. Yoda's agility and force abilities could make him a formidable opponent, but Gandalf's sheer power might prove too much. Hey, there was some. Where's all that? There was poetry at the beginning of the stream, and now I've lost it. There was some cool stuff. I thought about reading that later on here in the stream. Where did they go? Oh well, here we are now. Going with Gandalf for sure, says Chris Klein. I think it was a Cupid boy for BitBoy. It was Cupid, right? I mean, look what happened to that tower. The horn one beast in the beginning. Owned. Short-term printing, says Rising Sun, and talk about AVAX. Let's take a look at AVAX. Binance should have the best info here. Well, I hope this area will hold. Now we can put our fizz from swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. And we lost the 0.5 area. Now, Charles Dowler had this his theory that when you get a strong impulse move, the price will retrace about 50% of the way of that impulse move. So we got our 0.5 on our Fibonacci's. You can see a double top formation up here, our M shape pattern, also called an M pattern, at the tops there. You might even see 3 humps along a trend line before you get a dumpy dump. Kind of goes a little bit with Elliott wave theory in there. Elliott, do you agree with me or not? Elliott, you're not talking to me now. Elliott's not talking to me right now. I'm on too big of a time frame. Do you agree, Elliott? Hell, he wanted it even convoluted here. Yeah, but 5 waves up and with a B retrace. You made my chart look ugly, Elliott. Shame on you. We had to come down to smaller time frame. ABC correction going on in AVAX, and if you look at those neck of the woods is there. We should be coming to an area of finding some support, and hopefully it is. We're at $35 right now, and this makeshift trend line I have here, and hopefully it will hold. We can tighten her up a little bit. I'm not very sold. I mean, I can see it, but it's a lot fuzzier than the line I've got here. But this line, even though it cuts through those candles, it seems to be respected. I see some flip-flop areas here, support resistance flips, this area down here. So I want to keep going with that, and it seems to be holding. If there's hopium, I'm the man, the turkey with hopium, I guess. Oh my God, you're going to be a George. And George is cool. Can find support here on this daily 100 moving average or AVAX, and we could flirt with coming back up here, touching the cloud, getting back up here, retesting. If we're looking at moving averages, we would look at coming back to the 50 because we just lost the 50 and retested it. So we need to go back and talk with that because we got some business. We got some unfinished business with that 50 moving average. So that's what we're hoping for it to do with our 5 moving average strategy. Pretty interesting price to DCA into. Just hoping that it will start bottoming out. And not convinced. I mean, she can still come lower, but it's a good place to start for her to level out, and maybe we'll identify our new channel idea that we're gonna have going on. You mirrored the price. I would like for this trend line, this area to continue, but it's not really so much a line as it's more of a little zone, but it seems to be respecting it so far. If she can bounce off that would be awesome. Might she do it? Let's see, can you tell me here on the daily? Yeah, you do point up there. Can you tell me? Will she do it? Tells me 32.24. That might be a predictable amount there. I'm gonna draw a little arrow and look there. We hope that this line here will hold, but I see a clue. SNS. Did we take a look at that? On Solana. Synthesis 1. Or Synesis 1. Daily chart. Definitely saying it's in a range. What was this? She was up to, oh, here we go. She peaked out at 23 cents, came back into accumulation. We can work with that. Just in a bottom range, in my personal opinion. Good area to be building a position on it for you if you want to play it for the upside again, because you can get back up to those areas around 12, 13, 15 cents, and anywhere below this area here. You got a nice little horizontal support resistance line right there, and you're way down at the bottom of it. Look at this as a channel idea, which is one of just one of the most basic and very successful ways to play this market. Would give you a play that goes up to 8.8 cents from where we are at 1.5 cents, and she makes a habit of doing these scallops, these rounding shapes here, and you can see this as a inverted head and shoulders if you want, but until she actually breaks out and confirms, when you see it hadn't happened yet. But this is just big accumulation, and she's down at the bottom of it, so yeah, if you like it, yeah, that's a great place. You might set a trigger, like it gets above a daily 9 moving average, or closes and opens a candle, or maybe one or two, just depending on how conservative that you want to be, and let that be your trigger. You might even do that for a 4-hour, depending on your risk tolerance. Nobody has created the same. We're all little like snowflakes. What are you calling a snowflake, turkey? Synthesia. So it said I'll provide a good buy. That was the super chat. Thank you for that super chat. I agree. Yeah, this is definitely good buying territory. What would that be? Up to there. That's a 4x right there, or 400%. That should technically be 5x, right? If you had $100 and bought it now, and you sold it at 8.8 cents, hit that target eventually. We don't know how long, but good probability, good chance that we'll do that again and higher. That $100 to give you can sell it all, you'd be leaving with $500 and a little change, just for 109% there. It's not bad, just takes a little time, a little faith, a little patience, a little limit order set so you don't miss out on it, and just sit back and say, wait for the payday. Look, honey, look what showed up today. Payday. I don't know. That's how I try to work it sometimes when I get a chance to. If you don't get bored and say, I'm just going to clear out all my orders and just start all over. Sometimes that happens too, so. Hello, people. How's it going? Still here? Could we possibly look at Alluvium and Mana? Sure can. Let's go check out Alluvium. I don't think I missed anything. But the music has got me in a trance. Something has. The music has got me in a trance. I may have been distracted. I like this trend line right here. Oh, I like it. Candle body to candle body, and we cover that wick. I thought it was going to do it just perfect, but a second thought. Not that it even has to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. But a nice little breakout of whatever this was, however you want to interpret that. Whether you want to see a wedge or an inverted head and shoulder with another shoulder growing on it like a little mutant brother or something. Or maybe, a small shoulder, just two over a complex head and shoulder So it starts getting complex when you start thinking about it like that. With a little mini head and shoulder, it's like a little mini me, isn't it? Look, we got head and shoulders with another mini head and shoulders. You can make this as easy or as complicated as you want to, or you can make this as detailed and as picky, or kind of lax and well, that. What do you think, Helen? Looks good to you? All right, we're going with Helen. You can make it as simple as you want. Well, the pig snorted twice. You know what that means? That might buy more Ethereum, honey. But I wanted Litecoin. That's for the chickens. The chickens, honey. You're listening to a turkey. Don't judge us. Don't judge us. Could we be coming down for a double bottom thing? Well, of course we could. What we looking at? ILV Alluvium. I hate to be the bear. I just hate to talk about all this stuff right now. It doesn't make sense that we stay down here. I'm gonna tell you why on the daily. We got the 50 crossing the 200. That's the golden cross. Everything should be unicorns, sunshines, and rainbows from here on out. How come we down here at $38, which is I got any orders down there? Hey, Alluvium. I got something there. Are we working on something down there? All right. Looks like a nice retest of a very shallow falling wedge to me. And according to Thomas Bukowski, these are the best ones to get into, are the shallow ones, because they're like kind of like a diving board, and you just get a lot more spring off of them. I think that's just a loose way of saying that they can turn into something bigger, like a bigger trajectory here, and have some higher targets, like retesting these areas that lost back here. Oh, you screwed up our Fibonacci. Thanks a lot, turkey. Sometimes secretly, I want to be a corn dog. And that is still technically a turkey dog. In some markets. And Mana was the other one, right? So Alluvium, I think we got a good chance to bounce here. She might come back down lower. I hate to say that, but I mean, pull her fibs and get a good idea of 786, 886 areas. So she's hanging around the 786 area now, 3862. She's below that. She's in wick territory here, So when we talk about these levels, when it comes to the fibs, I mean, it's this whole area that we'll take into consideration. Sometimes it just nails it perfectly. Sometimes it just hangs around, and as long as it respects this area, we can count on it. If it loses it, we come down to the next one, and it should have a response there, and that'd be about $34.37. You lied. That's $30.39. Oh my God. Can you take him out of the studio? Papa, come with me, Daddy. But my God. Please, Papa, don't make me beg. That's my job. He beats me. Hey, now you. At chess, Papa. Let's go. Anyway, here at $34.39-ish area, thereabouts is. If we don't hold this level. But I like that 50 crossing that 200. I think that we could pull a little springboard action here. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? A little bouncy. Let's take a look at Mana. Somebody needs to change that candy in that candy jar. What? Hey now. We got a measure move up here for something 74% from whatever we were talking about. I just trying to get it off my screen because it's annoying. So Mana on the daily, it's been a minute since we looked at it. It's like it was more over here. I like what we're seeing again with scallops. It means we're in a big accumulation range, and well, what happens is that you get the bigger money or bigger players accumulating this, and you can still break it down with your fibs. The whole idea is to try to get it as close down here, and if you can, take profit at the tops in your ranges. And build them baggies, baby. And the more you can pull this off, or the bigger your bag is, taking some profits and buying more. You know that buy high, sell low that we try to do, but somehow it magically is like, gosh darn it! No matter how high I try, how hard I try, sometimes it comes across that way. Sometimes you don't get the ideal entry. You don't have to, but you know the concepts. Know these are good areas, and we're coming back down to some of these areas. If you believe this project, this is where a lot of the big players are going to be building. They're adding to their positions for the bigger moves up. So get it right now. You can think of it getting mana below 50 cents, and we're at 46 right now. And it could go all the way down to a quarter, so you got a little range. I don't think it will go all the way down to a quarter. It might go down to 38, something like that. 200 moving average is at 36 on the daily. But it could easily look at these bigger targets at 9. It's been right up here at 79, 80 cents, a little over 80, all the way up about 85 cents. It takes it a while to get there. You got to be patient with it, but that would be a 2x from where we are now. A lot of these coins, I mean, this is where they're going to start testing our patience right now, but we should be getting on the ones that you're really sold on, man. We should be getting to the point where we start seeing some major reactions come from them. Not this week, probably not next week, but in January, we should start seeing the reactions start coming. And especially out of Bitcoin. Random Trader, how's it going? Does Corn Dog tell dad jokes? That would be fitting. Beer better Corn Dog. I need to see if I can find me a Corn Dog. Spore on Solana is virtual on Solana. Spore, I think I heard that. Thank you very much, my man. Let's look at Spore on Solana. Can I spell it? I'm running out of the Go juice. Spore on Solana. So this is relatively kind of new, right? 8 days. Liquidity 1.54 million, 1.5 million. Looks like we got the same contract. 98 out of 99 on Dex score. Contract verified. Honeypot, no. Buy tax, sell tax. We don't have anything there. Mixed bag of buys and sells over the last just few minutes. Not very long at all here. So busy. If I'm reading that right. Where are you, chart? Here on the daily. We have to zoom in. Let's get the noise. Let's get the goods. Excuse me, sir. Where are you headed? Are you feeling a little up today? Or you feeling a little down? That's all we're trying to figure. How you feeling today, sir? You doing okay? Do you feel like going up to some certain street numbers, like maybe 8 cents? You like maybe a need to take it to 9? Would you need to lift up to 9? Maybe to 15. You look like a 15 kind of guy, I'd say. Looks like we can help you get there. I'd say so. We can get people back you there. I like it. I don't know what it is, and it looks like it. Oh gosh darn it. So if I were connecting the dots, and I think clearly we see something that looks like it's opening and broadening, right? Zooming out. no mention of flags or anything. We just want to see. And I know it sounds crazy until that one day. I know it sounds crazy. Oh my God, that top of that trend line could be hit. Yeah, I mean, she can get past over here where she was before at 7.5 cents. Don't want to forget that area. Why is that line dotted? My good man, thank you. There we go. Let's take a fib. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where Bryce is going to go, and she's been fighting with that 618 over here. It looks weird because it's different from what I'm used to, but she's fighting with this area over here, so she gotta do it, get above it. I've got the 9 moving average pulled over here. That's really all I've got over here on what is this next tools. All I really need to give you an idea of what's happening. Above the 9, that's fine. Looks like if we've already been rejected here, so 1, 2, we look really, really close. This was the 3rd time. Likely, the more times we come up and tap this little area, we're going to get through. Like, all right, kid, you've been here so much. Come on. We'll go ahead and let you in. Hey, Frankie, let him in the titty bar. Kid, you got lucky this time. Come on, enjoy yourself. Might get a free pass. We're going to the Biddy bar. I said Biddy bar. What were you thinking? 7.8 cents. That's a family show. Big old biddies is what we're talking about. Nothing wrong with big bags of biddies. 4. You know what I would do if I wanted to get me a target was 4. What I would do, and I know it sounds crazy to even do it this way, but what we got here is a very possibility of a very simple strategy that likely has a good chance of playing out for real. It's a very bearish pattern, though. It's in the end it doesn't play out well, but on the journey there, it could be kind of fun. But when it reaches the end of its journey, it normally goes through a big ass pullback, and what you basically get is an AB equals CD, meaning that from this point to this point, likely price will repeat that after it finds its bottom, and especially at certain Fibonacci areas and whatnot, even though that's just a bottom there. We also get our measure move taking this up to a 1.618, which is just a fancy way of saying an ABCD. It's a 1-to-1. It's a 1-to-1 measure move there to 11.66 or 11.64. I like there's a few little pit stops we can get along the way, and I would go with the square root of the 618, which is the 1.272, which is 0.098. 16 for you little nerds out there, one of the last 2 numbers. Are you happy? Did that fill your tummy? Did that make you feel, oh man, I just couldn't do it until I got those last 2 numbers. I'm so glad that he said those last 2 numbers. Thank you. This turkey feels kind of stupid tonight. I'm sorry. I have no explanation. I do have an explanation for it, but I just don't want to say so publicly. My goodness. We are a family show. Ladies and gentlemen. Can we look at Secret? Man, I haven't looked at that one in a long time. What are you doing? I think I still got some of that stuff staking. Secret. It was privacy oriented last cycle. Where are you at now? 49 cents? That's not bad. Secret network on Binance. I would think you'd have more price history than this. Binance. Oh, snap. You go back to January 2022. Secret network. When she was up about $6, $4. Look at that beautiful left shoulder, right shoulder to the left side. Oh my gosh, when was the last time? Well, clearly, if I have measure moves here, nothing of that panned out. Your Thakro dog. She is down on a double bottom area. That's a 618 area we've got there. However, that was taken. Seems to be applying for resistance. Let's clear her out. On the daily, I would be interested in looking from this high all the way down to here and getting our new little accumulation zone and seeing this 236 Fibonacci area and this little wick down here, right, just even in the zone, even if I don't get it perfectly. Just we got a little something there. Seeing this 0.5 also do the same thing, talking about these little support resistance flips. That little area is like that real area was support here, and then it was the roof. The roof is on fire. We don't care. Let that mother trucker make its deliveries. Current Fibonacci tells me that we could be reaching $1.06 if we can just get off our asses and get past 50 cents. Seem to be struggling near 50 cents. What's up with you, Secret Network? You were doing so good. You had some more hope. You trying to make a high. You tried to make a higher low. You bounced off to 100. What happened with you? It ain't nothing, mama. I'm just trying to break out. I hope I can do a flag to the upside, mama. Alright. Where the hell did that come from? I'm just tracking the little lines. Little happy lines. So we do have a breakout. Kind of a lackluster breakout. We're retesting these moving averages on the 4 hour. You can see with the 200 moving average. Need to get above that. They've recently just flipped the script on us, so that's a little punch you got to take a minute to recover from. Okay, when all the moving averages flip flop and they go in reverse order, that's you know, you say, whoa, honey, we might need some time here, man. Okay, let's back up, man. Let me get back with you on Tuesday or something before I say something crazy and go out. You know, yeah, we gotta chill out, see what happens here. It can happen. We can flip back over and everything can be cool, but man, it takes a little, you know. I'm sorry, baby, we was wrong. Dang sure you was wrong. You know, they gotta fight it out. They're like the Hatfields and McCoy sometimes. But it can happen. This trend line is what guides them. Gotta have a solid foundation, baby. That's what it is. That's for sure. Hey, I ain't lying. If you don't have a solid foundation, what are you going to lean on when the times get hard? Right now, it looks like we come off our hard times, getting over these little bottom patterns here. I'm just admiring the work and the handiwork. If you want to see an Adam and Eve right there, bunch of little hearts, you can do that. It didn't kind of go above it until it came back and did another little Eve there, picked up a little side chick, if it were. Doctor, you left a gap in between. At least it doesn't have a uniboob, and that's nice. And after it got past this level, right here, which I mean, we can paint it with a dingle dangle. We can put a little, I guess we say it's a boob. I guess that makes this cleavage. I guess this makes it another boob. And that makes a little bit more sense to call this an Adam Eve, but usually she doesn't have a twin. She's usually, I guess, you know, a single-breasted type of gal, or if that's what we're looking at it. Or we can just say it was a man that came up with that pattern. I am for sure of it. I am pretty dang sure a man came up with that pattern. But like channel ideas, whether they match up totally nice or not, you're getting out of a little zone here. I guess a very, you know, a possible nice support zone. Seems to be respecting it. We bounced out of this idea, and once we get past there, where are we going to go? But if we're not going down, I recommend that up is a good choice every time, and seems like it agreed. And wow, man, you got way up there, dude. 68 cents. This is recently. Congratulations, but now you come back to earth a little bit. Got a ground around here at this area, this little area that we tested before, and that's okay. We can do that. I can see us getting back up here to 71. It'll take it a little bit. It'll take it more than a little bit. It'll take it a minute or two, but and she can see some downside to 43, 44. But we're trying to keep it up on the positive. If we can just wait out this next, I don't know, say 8 days ish, 8, 9 days, 9, 10 days, something like that. Oh, we should see something before then. I think, yeah, let's give it to like the 9th. Let's go with the 9th. See if we can get a little more price action in. See if our spirits will be lifted a little bit more by the 9th. Let's see some more liquidity, some more money flowing in my personal opinion, I believe. Bitcoin and even in the altcoins here. But until then, I mean, there could be some games played. It is now officially December 31st here in the east coast of the United States. And as such, the last day of the year, this is the last time to pull your silly little tax games. Watch them little trades. If necessary, because it is legal in the US. If that is your necessary thing to do. Turn around and buy them right back. If that behooves you. I am just letting you know, because that's what we've been seeing a lot of people do, and that kind of drives prices down, and then I don't know if they're buying it right back or they're waiting until January when more of the money comes in. But we should start seeing some good turnaround here before too long. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. 25 people. Bitcoin is just slowly hanging out, and now we are dropping. Where are we at now? We're not dropping, but we're not dropping at the current moment. We're hanging sideways. After just playing games, the cool thing about Bitcoin here on the smaller time frames, I mean, we did go higher. I mean, came down and went higher, and we're making a higher lows, a series of little higher lows, but we just ain't getting the higher highs just yet. Are we trying to find a bottom in this area? Or are we going to start turning around? Or are we just playing with a little range and just slowly burning down to 80 something thousand? That's what we got to figure out over these next few days. So far, this area around 91 and a half, whatever, 90 and a half thousand, it's been holding in this little zone. And it might still hold. And I'll give you some crazy road dog hopium. You might be doing something like this at this point in the market. Oh God, don't do it. Where we could find support here, and then we start moving and we start going toward the top of this. Call me crazy. Call me fried turkey. But we're at the point where things like that could happen here. Well, let's see if we can do it and get the first start here at the 1 hour. We need to get above these levels here if we can. I'd love to see us get above 93 and hold it. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. We'll track this again tomorrow night. Thank you so much for the super chats, everybody who gifted. That was very touching. I am very honored, very grateful. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We'll be back again to watch the actual New Year come in tomorrow night, I suppose. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. May your trades always be wealthy. Stay wealthy, everyone. Sean, can you get us to the end screen? On so maybe one episode of can we do it? Maybe we could just try it one time. I mean, and just do it like normal shows or wannabe shows even. Can you just hit the freaking button?
Come on, come here, bud.
Jeez.
Come on.
We're professionals here in West Virginia, East Virginia, North. Where are we at? Why does it not show up? That was a cool shark story. Good night, everybody.